What's up, everybody? Well, as you can see, I still got my car apart. Well, actually, I don't think I ever shared much of the video, but I've had this thing apart all week just messing with it. I put wheel cylinders on the back and just haven't bled them yet. It's the only reason that I haven't put the tires on. Not no real issue or nothing. But then I've been working on my gauges, my radio, all that stuff. We got the voltage works, tachometer works. We got power and everything to the temperature and oil. And I got the wires ran to the gauges. All I have left on that is putting the sensor in the motor and putting the last wire, which the wire is out here. I run my own wire. So all I gotta do is connect the yellow for my oil, green for my temperature. You know what? I've been thinking about trying to just splice into the temperature I already have. I don't want to really cut it, because if I cut it, it might turn my light on the dash. But if I were to just splice into this right here, maybe this sensor will still work my gauge. I doubt it. It's supposed to tell the temperature, so. But then again, with the dummy light, once it gets to a certain degree, it just turns it on, so I don't know. I'm gonna try it though because see, the sensors they give you with the kit, I'm pretty sure I gotta have an adapter probably to make the thread be the right size thread. Same with the oil back there. So we'll figure it out. I just haven't got to that part yet. Anyway, I got my new speakers yesterday. I just bought some cheap stuff from Walmart, you know. I had the boxes for like 2 years. I bought them at a yard sale or something for $6, I think, for the 2 boxes. But they've been empty this whole time. So I went ahead and soldered the wire onto the speakers, hooked them into the box, and just temporarily ran some wire to those to see how they'll sound. They're cheap speakers. They're not that impressive, but they're okay. They'll make sound. And I need to get 2 more 6x9s in my back dash, or them are Pioneers. But I can't get no sound out of them from the wire that's already ran. So maybe if I ran my own wire and try them again, they might actually work. So anyway, now when it comes to playing music, I got a touchscreen radio and everything for the Bluetooth and all. But like when I use my, the YouTube Music app, I don't have the subscription for it. So you can't turn your phone off and it keep playing. It will shut off. But today I started thinking about it, and I was like, well, you know, I got Amazon Prime shipping, and they give you free music with that. And I always keep forgetting to just sign into it. So I did that today. And with that, I can actually shut my phone off, and the music will still play. So therefore, I should be able to play music and still go through my phone, maybe make a video, stuff like that, while we're in here, while it plays. Shit, I don't know. But anyway, I can't play no music for you because of the copyright, unless I just don't make this video monetized. It don't really matter then. So anyway, oh, I do got one thing I got to fix though. When turn everything on, okay, we got everything works. I run a different ground to these gauges than I did to the radio and the tachometer, and obviously the ground I'm using on the radio and tachometer is not good, because when I turn my headlights on, these two shut off. These don't, but these do. So I have to swap grounds real fast. I almost forgot about that. So that when I use my headlights, my radio don't quit. So also, in order to get my CarPlay going on, I might as well show you. This is when I do have to hook up the radio, I believe. I don't think it's wireless option. I got Bluetooth, but not wireless CarPlay. But when I plug that in, so it stopped recording as soon as I plugged it in. I had to hit start recording again, but I can still record now while I have my map on the screen. You can touch the map to make it go full screen, but I also think you said you can touch that. Okay, yeah, you can. Dollar General and Walmart are on my list all the time. So there's that. I can actually make a video, play music, do whatever, and still have that on my phone. The main reason I went to the Amazon Prime and went ahead and signed my account back on, because it's free, and I seen this on the radio yesterday. So There we go. That's the song I was listening to in the house. Will it play while I'm recording? Sure will. I'll be darned. So that is cool. It's not playing a video or nothing. I don't have it hooked up. I also got to hook up the wire that will make videos still play. The tells it it's in park. I haven't done that because I don't really care. But anyway. So yeah, I'm on Amazon Music right now. Jamming free Amazon Prime Music because I have a subscription for delivery stuff. That is awesome. But we can't play the music, but I'll tell you what, them two little speakers are not too bad actually for what they are. If them Pioneers work back there, they'll probably sound way better in there. Let's see what was right here. Well, we can't jam it, I forgot. Looking for something that don't really have words so I don't get cut off. Oops, sorry. I'm getting a crappy video. But that's awesome. I'm able to just do what I want. Puddle of mud, I ain't heard that. Anyway, so then I suppose I could go through all kinds of stuff while it plays still. Let's see. Obviously, I should be able to go right back to the map. Yes, the music's still playing. I paid $40 for this radio, guys. Now, I haven't seen hardly nothing about this particular radio on YouTube, but they have a double din that looks identical, pretty much does the same thing. Mine is the single din. You see, I had to make this out of aluminum coil stock insert because my radio is only this long and it doesn't even go in the hole. So I had to come up with a way to mount the radio and it still fits. So I took and I made this really long out of coil stock. Basically, the radio sits in it. It only goes about right here. And then it slides into the insert or the opening. No antenna hooked up yet either. So anyway, guys, I'm pretty happy with this. And I don't even know how to stop the music that's playing. Let's see. Go down to here, hit stop. I'm on my phone now. I'm trying to figure this out. Okay, just wipe it off there. Okay, wipe that off there. Huh, not bad. So there we go. So alright, y'all. Now, today we're not doing an RC video. We are working on something on the car. I wasn't going to show you guys nothing about the brakes, and I was going to have my wife help me bleed them, which we did the back ones, but then I needed more fluid anyway, and I started thinking about it, and I was like, I'm going to show you guys how to do this by yourself, without no help. There's a couple methods of bleeding your brakes by yourself. There's one where you still pump the brake pedal, and then there's one where you don't even have to do that. You can just get a pumper bottle and hook it to the bleeder and suck fluid straight out of the brake line. Both work really good. All you need, if you do the one, you need some hose and a spray bottle. If you do the other one, you just need a pop bottle or water bottle or something for the hose to go into, because it has to go down into the fluid. Other end has to come out and hook to the bleeder. And while you're pumping your brakes, air will go into the bottle, but fluid will come back into the brakes. It's a very simple method. We're going to go ahead and do one or the other. It depends on what I can come up with to make this happen. But the reason it's better than having someone help you and you crack them loose and just let fluid fly while they're pumping and all that. If you do it this way, you don't waste no fluid and you get all of the air out if you do it in a good way. Yeah, hopefully we have no issues. Let's go give it a try. Man, it's hot outside. Let's go. So all right, now I'm thinking we're going to try the old spray bottle method first, and I want to maybe go ahead and get rid of the old fluid that's in here. It looks pretty dirty, and if we do it right, we shouldn't have too much problem. If we can get it in there good. I gotta put the bowl somewhere where I can hit it. Oh yeah, this works good. I need to put the sprayer in there somewhere, but yeah, she's pumping fluid. So let me go ahead and get this set up where I can use it better. So now I got all the fluid drained out of there. I was using the old pumper spray thing. It was just gonna be too slow. Look how nasty it was coming out. So I just took rags and stuffed in it and drained it all that way and cleaned it out with rags. Filled it back up. Now we're gonna go back to the first bleeder in the back and start sucking fluid through. I'm gonna put the lid back on first. And we're gonna check this as we go, at least every couple. I need to go ahead and jack the front up a little bit as we do this, but we'll get to it. So all right, now I just hooked this up, right? And I was getting ready to get in there and start pumping, and I'm watching it. It's bleeding itself right now before I can do anything. You see it going down, but air bubbles are coming out, so nothing can go back in. But if you look at that tube, brake fluid has already made it through that top. I haven't even pumped it yet. It's bleeding itself while I was getting set up. But I'm still going to give it a few pumps anyway. Alright, I don't see any air in that. We're going to tighten it up. Oh yeah, she's looking good. I see the fluid's mixed. Yeah. That's what you want to see. I don't see any air bubbles in that side now. This is a lot better method by yourself. So now, let's get that off there. Kind of hold it up so all the fluid can go into the bottle or something. Get my wrench. Make sure you get it tight without making it too... Always be careful not to strip them. That's one of the worst things ever. So now let's hit the other side. I haven't tried to break the fronts loose or nothing yet, so if we get to the front, it could be something a little challenging. Alright, let's see what happens this time. Now I'm not even running the car. Normally I would at least be running the car, but I'm getting the fluid out, so I don't really think I have to. Nice and slow, and I hold it for a minute, let it go through. Again, air cannot go back up in because it's in the fluid. Also, I did make a little vent hole in the lid of the bottle also, not just the tube goes in. After I get this one, we're going to make sure the fluid's topped off up front. Oh, I think it's feeling good. Won't know until I tighten it and check it, but... Oh yeah, that thing ain't got no air, does it? Oh, I see a bubble still. I got a bubble coming around. I see where it's mixing the fluids around. But that ain't much of a bubble. I'm going to let it just drop on out of the tube on its own. You see it coming down? I don't know if you can, but... See there? Uh-oh. We got a big bubble coming. So I'm going to have to pump it and then tighten it. I should have tightened it. That was my bad right there. There we go. That's better. I was just trying to look at it. I didn't know I was letting the air get back in as well because of that air tube here if something was going. Now we need to get the front ones broke loose and stuff. Well, let's see if the front one works. I had to come up with a little bit more of a concoction here. I'm not as confident that it's going to stay on there, but let's hope. Yeah, see what happened there. Sorry guys, I should have stopped it before I squatted over it and teabagged the camera. It's alright now. You can definitely see the dirtier fluid where it's been going through. This is my last wheel, I hope. Let's see what happens now. Maybe I'll go watch this one. That actually feels pretty good, to be honest. Nice and slow. Oh yeah, I like that. See how when you go and let off, it just doesn't suck up nothing but fluid. Oh yeah. I think that's going to do better. I hope I have brakes now. Now I got to put my back tires on the car and go from there. Let's find out if it works. Back tires on. Damn, it didn't work. Presto changeo. So alright guys, now that is a very good way for bleeding brakes. Now let me tell you a little story though. As soon as I got done a minute ago, I decided to take it around the house, right? Check them out, gotta see if it works. Brakes went straight to the floor. I mean, no brakes, straight to the floor. So I kind of went around the house anyway, and as I got around the house, they started working pretty decent. I was like, okay, here we go. I come around the house 2 or 3 times, they worked fine. As soon as I put it in park, they went to the floor. I'm like, good Lord, right? I just gave up. I said, I'm done. I get out of the car, I go in the house, and I notice right here, as I drove off, I noticed there was a trail of fluid driving off. First thing I'm thinking, well, I blowed the brake line, right? No big deal, whatever. At least I know what it is. I go there to check it. No blowed brake line. My dumb ass, when I bled the brakes, instead of tightening that one, I think I turned it and loosened it again. So the bleeder was loose on this side. So we bled them again with the same pop bottle or water bottle, and the brakes will about put me through the window now. They work good. The one-man brake system works very well. Just tighten the bleeders when you're done and you'll be happy. So, I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty discouraged when they went to the floor. And I was like, well, so then after I bled them again, tightened them up the proper way, and then they almost put me through the windshield. Yeah, I was like, okay, now we are talking. I got all 4 brakes the way they're supposed to. Actually, everybody, I get to redeem myself. I just remembered the reason there's a big puddle of fluid there. I did tighten up that bleeder. I'm not that far off in the head to not have tightened it. I just remembered when I tightened it up, then I went over to the other side. I cut the wheels, went over to that side to do that side, and then I was like, well, where's my wrench? I had forgot my wrench on the bleeder. So I came back over here, reached in there and got my wrench. Well, I forgot all about it. The wheels were turned this way, so when I turned them back that way, my tire turned the wrench and loosened it. See, I knew I tightened it up. And that's the honest truth. My tire loosened my bleeder because I forgot to take the wrench off of it. I'm thinking to myself, now how in the heck could I have forgot to tighten up when that's the only thing you do is tighten them up before you move to the other side. So anyway, now we're done. And I'm very happy with the way they're working. So tomorrow after work, I'll knock out a couple of little things, maybe wash the car. And I think we're taking this thing to the beach. We're going to the coast. 2.5 hour ride one way. We're making a trip of it. So we got 5 hours in the car, plus the time we're out roaming around, having fun, going swimming, finding crawling places. We're going to be gone all day tomorrow. Or Saturday, I mean. So, stay tuned for that. It ought to be pretty fun. Now, like, subscribe, share, comment, and we will catch you on the next one. Peace, everybody.